but I did. But I of the land that they decided shows this diamond style shape. Kind of feels like I just dug a hole in it. Sometimes, you know, when it doesn't do what I want it to, like, oh, I didn't want to dig there, but kind of represents what we kind of go through when we're digging in the real world. It's like dig, and then like dirt falls in the hole, and you're like, oh man, I didn't want that to happen, but it kind of does because that's the way it kind of works. And you get frustrated sometimes, but at the same time, they make it very easy to do these projects that would normally take a long time in the real world. But anyways, I thought that was kind of cool. One thing we can do, we can count how many frames we're going to need, because we're going to need, you know, triple. Oh, we have 15 skill points to spend. It's so funny. It's like right before we came out, we spent all of our skill points. It was 7 skill points, right? Right just then, that's the first time I actually noticed that I raised the level. And we have rose 3 levels since we came out here. So that's just crazy. One thing that will be helpful is getting the camel or getting the wellness factor up, so that way you can actually not eat as much or not drink as much. Also, there's the raise the minimum wellness, or yeah, the minimum wellness by 10. Every time you get that perk, you can raise it 5 times. So eventually, minimum I think is 70, and then once you, so if you die 4 times, you won't go below 70, but you can raise it so that way you won't go below 80. And then you can raise it again so you won't go below 90. And raise it again so you can't go below 100 health. And you can raise it 2 more times so you'd have a minimum health always of 120, which is crazy. But not only does it raise the minimum, it also raises the maximum. So I'm not sure what the maximum is on its own. Right, when you get enough wellness to maximize your health, but I think it's 200, and then you can raise it 5 times so you can get 250. I might be wrong on that. The maximum might start at 150, and then you can raise it to 200. But I haven't played the game long enough to raise my maximum wellness to a certain point or not to find out which is true. I will probably eventually on my multiplayer raise it enough to find out. So once that is found out, I'll either try to post it in a comment or let you know. Or, you know, if you guys like the series and want me to keep expanding my base into more and more with the game, then maybe I'll be able to say it in a commentary or something later. But for right now, wellness gain is good. But for these first 7 days, we just want to get our base built, the traps built, and we want to defend ourselves from the zombie attacks. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing this first day. One thing that's really handy about playing with 2 players, my wife goes out and explores while I do base stuff typically. So she'll go out and she'll like, hey, we need iron, or we need this. Let me go out and do that, or let me go mine. And one time she brought back like 41 mines that she had found at a military base. She's like, oh yeah, this whole like munitions can, this had like 41 mines or 65 mines or whatever it was. And so then we were able to test out some different types of mines, like the tin mines and the air filter mines. They don't explode the ground or the traps around them, so you can put them, but the mines themselves, they have to be stepped on to be set off. So they're not proximity mines where you can just get close to them. They have to literally step on them and they blow up. And it's pretty much a one-hit kill. They blow up and die, but they do have to be stepped on. So that's one thing that I found interesting, that we're playing with the mines. Now, I've seen a couple YouTubers do Let's Plays on this, and one strategy is to put red barrels. Red barrels, or gas barrels is what they're called, and you can craft them from gasoline cans. You can find gas cans in abandoned cars if you use a wrench or a pickaxe. You can harvest the gas barrel or gas from the cars, and you can put gas barrels next to your mines and shoot the gas barrels, and everything blows up. Now, mind you, the gas barrels do destroy the ground and everything around them, so yes, you can trigger them if the zombies are close by with those barrels, but man, they cause a huge explosion. You don't want to really, really have those next to your traps, otherwise your traps are going to go kaput. So, different things you can learn. I'll go one more with this. It's kind of interesting, the different tactics that people use to play this game and how to figure out different ways to do it. I do like the exploding crossbow bolts, and I'm starting to realize more and more the importance of steel and iron bolts. You do need calipers, which are I've been finding hard to find, to put in the forge, and then you can craft the arrowheads needed for the bolts. Instead of just using rocks, you'd use iron to make, iron or steel to make the arrowheads, so then you can make the bolts, respectively, obviously, steel and or iron and steel bolts. But they do so much more damage. You hit a zombie, they almost headshot will always kill them, stuff like that. And when it comes to those more threatening zombies, zombies that spit their acid at you, and there's a zombie called a walker zombie that seems like it takes at least 50 crossbow bolts just to kill it. Yeah, they're terrifying. But really, those upgraded bolts are very, very helpful. So. Well, we've done a lot of digging today. Notice how the Miner 69er, though, has really helped with me not losing my stamina. I can just keep going and going. I like the Energizer Bunny here. And not really worry about losing stamina. That also makes it very nice for when, if a zombie horde were to attack while he's mining, I'd have stamina to run away. So, alright, so there's that. I think we're down, yep, we're down 3, and we're actually down. I thought we would have to dig down one more, but we don't, so. Alright, let's dig all this, or let's put all this up. We're not going to put one more up. We're not going to put one down there or underneath this because we're going to put one out here, and that the zombies can't dig diagonally through. And to dig through this would be a lot more work than to be climbing up it. So, putting all these down. It's going to take just a couple minutes here. Looks like I missed a piece. That probably fell. Oh, 2 hits to take that out. Man, we must have just ran out of health on that shovel. So obviously once the shovel or tools start to get lower, oh no, that's iron. No, that's steel. Once you get down to a certain level, then they start taking more hits, obviously. I think I've said that many times on here, so I'm going to stop talking about the degradation of tools. But in case those of you who just decided to watch this one without watching any of the others, well, now you know. Alrighty. Let's get this all laid down, and then we'll start upgrading them. And we're going to need to make more, it looks like. So while we're upgrading them, oh, I think I missed one. Yep. While we're upgrading these ones, we'll craft more. Try to be efficient. Oh my goodness, we're gonna need more before you can even finish this. Alright, so we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go in here. Click on it. 6. Craft. Now it might be just faster just to click that little arrow, but I don't know. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we need one more extra, so keep it in my inventory. Alright, so 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and then we had 27 down to 17, so 15 and 20 and 17, 32 plus 30 is 4, is 7, 32, 60, so 60, 62. I'm going to say, let's just make 60. I think that will be right. There's the corners will have some extra. But, oh, we gotta make extra for the corners too. Oh well. We'll need more. We're gonna need 8 more or so. But this will be good for now. Besides, we need to start upgrading. In fact, I might just try to make a wrench. Let's see, what do you need? Forged iron. 4 forged iron. Okay. Let's go make that, because we don't want to take that long to upgrade. Oh, and of course, I've missed. Am I missing any on this back row? It doesn't look like it. But... a lot of people think it'll be wasteful. Most likely, be like, "Oh, don't make new tools. You have tools right now." But again, time is everything in this game. So the faster you can do things, the faster you can save yourself, really. So let's throw some clay in here. We're gonna need to put some of this clay. Any stone? Well, we know what we're getting tonight. Let's do cobblestone. Let's make as much as we can, because we won't be able to upgrade all these. Got these coming. Alright, let's see. What can we do? Okay, let's get rid of this. 6 more of those, that's fine. By the time I type in the wrench, they'll be done. Alright, forged iron, good. Now, cobble, stone, rocks, craft all those. 15 more seconds. Turn this off, because we're not using it anymore right now. We have plenty of clay in there. We have plenty of clay on us. Let's just throw clay in here, and then we can get rid of some of these extra tools that we don't need. So, goodbye, iron shovel. Oh, if you can. I don't think you can do that to the wrench. We'll scrap the wrench. I think we can smelt the wrench, but we can't burn it. Alright. Let's go back down here and see how much faster this is. It's the same. Okay, maybe I'm wrong about 4, 5, 6, 1. I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think it's any faster, guys. Thought it would be faster, but I think I'm wrong. This is where you're like, no, it took 8 before, but pretty sure it takes. Feels like it. I don't know. Doesn't feel faster. I was hoping for 2 hits, but and then I do that. Now, typically I just leave this one, and I might just do that. I might throw some sod at the bottom now instead of using all these frames that we crafted, because that's going to be a lot of cobble, but it might also help in the long run. I've never done cobble below the spikes. I usually just do dirt. So, but I went around and dug it all out, so I kind of shot myself in the foot there with resources. But maybe we can get a bunch of stone tonight, and we can craft a bunch of cobble, because it won't take that long. We have a lack of cobble, yeah. We won't be able to do too many more of these, huh? 2 more? 1 more? That's it. Alright. Well, that's what we got for now. Alrighty, let's go back in here. Let's grab... Oh! That's another reason why you want to have that inner circle to not have the spikes sitting on them, so that way if you fall onto the empty platform rather than on the spikes themselves. Alright, let's craft. Wait. No, not iron. We want steel. We want a steel pickaxe. Let's see, iron one. Let's throw the iron here. And get rid of some of these older